Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports, about to tip off the pivotal Game 3 in these conference semifinals. Alongside Shaq and Kenny, Ernie Johnson. And tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Miami Heat at American Airlines Arena. Looking at Miami, staggered after a resounding Game 2 loss, they'll try to regain their confidence and reclaim some momentum here in this vital Game 3. And this team already in a two-game hole, a position they were trying to avoid. Kenny, talk about the pressure they have to be feeling tonight.
Well, ideally, they would like to split these first two games. That would be ideal.
Or win the first two.
Oh, if you win two, that'd
be ideal.
No. Ideal would be split.
No, ideal would be winning those first two.
No, that would be incredible if you won the first two. What do you think, Shaq?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Ideally
rather than losing the first two games, ideally you would win those first two games. Not ideally you would split those first two games.
So that's your idea.
Game 3, Eastern Conference Semifinals. The Heat with a Game 3 opportunity to dig themselves out of a 2-0 hole. They will need to bring all they can muster against the Philadelphia 76ers. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue. Coming right up.
We are here live at the American Airlines Arena with the crowd going crazy. Welcome to Game 3, everyone. We're at 2-0 right now in the series. No panic, though, yet. It's the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Taking a look at Miami. They need the boost here from the hometown fans, trailing 2-0. It is critical for them to start to edge back into this series.
And guys, losing this one would be devastating. For all intents and purposes, this game is a must-win. You really have to treat it like a Game 7.
Exactly. Back on their home court, it's their chance to change the momentum in the series. But you're right, you can't go down 3 games to none and expect to come back and win the series.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The incredible Simmons and Embiid down low. Then Booker out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. Now here's Richardson after Ben Simmons' miss. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Devin Booker. The Heat shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. The first free throw is good. And Richardson drops them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Simmons left side. Kicks to Embiid. Good D by Drummond. And here's Miami. Fox with it. Pass to Richardson. Down low. Drummond passes to Fox. Clock at 4. Shoots the 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
Fox is so good at exploiting the pick and roll. When the defense goes under the screen, he knows exactly what to do. Burn them with the jumper.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson trying to break free. No good from Simmons. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
He had the demeanor you would expect from a coach in his situation. After dropping the first two in hostile territory, he acknowledged the hard road ahead. He said we didn't get it done on the road, and there were some missed opportunities. So now we have to regroup and take care of business at home. Simple as that. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
Drummond mixes defensive smarts with elite physical tools, and that's what makes him a solid defender. He's going to get his hands on a few shots each and every game.
Now here's Simmons. Jackson in the corner. Here's Rose. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And you love to see Rose aggressively looking to score on the inside.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Fox kicks to Drummond. Back to Fox. From past the arc. Kept alive. Drummond, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, I don't know if any big man has the combination of strength, speed, and hops that Drummond has, not to mention his length, an unreal physical specimen.
The Heat have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Throw good, Drummond. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Simmons. To the paint. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around him.
Passes it to George. 7-foot shot. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Outside, Simmons. Fox with the steal. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Rebound by the 76ers. Saturday was a great victory for them.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance. Felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
And Drummond throws it down.
And I like the timing, Kevin, that Drummond has on these alley-oops. That's not as easy as he makes it look. He knows precisely when to leave the ground to receive the pass and finish it off.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
Now here's Booker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Jackson gets the bucket.
Yep, a beautiful touch inside. See, it's not easy just because you're close to the goal to score. You got to have poise and a nice touch. Jackson has both.
Here's George. Here's Drummond. Tries yet again. And yep, and it drops after rolling around the rim. The 76ers trail by 9. Right side, Simmons.
Boy, the athleticism that Simmons has is downright scary. I mean, remarkable the talent this man has. And the potential, I think, to be a multi-time All-Star.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. free throw missing. And he sinks the second. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They're leading by 8. The pass to Fox. It's Richardson on the wing. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Richardson's got 5.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
The shot's good by Simmons.
Timeout. And really with Simmons, the guy just has everything, including that soft mid-range jumper.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. The Heat making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. Derek Favors checked in for the 76ers. Robert Covington comes in for Jackson. Richardson dishes to Fox. To the paint. Here's Drummond. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws. Let's take this chance now to show you the list of the postseason scoring leaders. Ben Simmons is second.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Free throw good, Drummond. No good on the second free throw. The 76ers trail by 10. And stolen by Drummond. And stolen by Favors. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
A pass to Fox. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They're up right now because he's been dominant on offense, and, man, I like seeing him catch fire like this.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Heat.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Free throw good, Fox.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
Covington kicks to Simmons. Feeds it to Booker. Got a hand on it. Here's Richardson. He's got 5. Here's Drummond. A second chance effort. Dishes it to Nurkic. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Yeah, and the execution, time and time again, right on point. They're running their offense to perfection.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one.
Boy, that sounded like Greg Anthony stealing a little bit of Kevin's thunder. I know this guy's hoping to rouse his teammates for sure with that one.
He is, and Greg sounded better saying it than I did.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Covington finds Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Unselfishness, always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Knocked away. Fox, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
It's pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Shot from free throw range. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist from Covington. Embiid's got his second basket of the night. Pass to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there, Kevin. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. They trail by 9 points. No good. George with the defensive effort. To the inside. And a wide open look for Simmons. Offensive rebound. Here's Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, you can't go for the shot fake. As soon as Embiid has you in the air, it's over. You're done.
For Philadelphia, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first one at the line is good.
You know, you got to love watching Embiid play the game because he has such great passion and really a drive to be great.
And Embiid drops them both. The Heat leading by 7. And here is Fox. 10 points for him. Now George. Fox passes to Drummond. Great D that time from Favors.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And the Heat call time here. Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. George against Covington. And George gets it to go. And the Heat lead by 7.
At 6'10", George is really capable of dominating inside. I mean, defensively, you need to try to push him out of his comfort zone, get him out of that lane area.
Now here's Favors. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Back to Booker. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist in this one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Covington against George. He feeds it to Drummond, and he uses the glass on the layup. Drummond's got 9.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Some changes for Philadelphia. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Embiid. Josh Jackson comes in for Booker. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Ben Simmons. Herter defended by Covington. Back to Winslow. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Heat lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Dedmon dishes to Favors. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here is Favors. Just 5 to shoot. Covington inside the line.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back, and I understand that, but you should send at least one guy after that.
Now here's Rose, following the missed shot by Nurkic. Rose attacking. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly how you want to utilize Rose at the point guard position. Run him off screens all night long.
Kicks to Winslow. Pass to Nurkic. Over Jackson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The 76ers trail by 7. Inside. And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Jackson. Rose has got 6.
Hey, major props to Josh Jackson. Made an intelligent play there. Has a good feel for when his guys have a clean look.
The pass to Adebayo. Winslow kicks to Dinwiddie. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Herter defended by Covington.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And the shot goes down. And now just a 3-point Miami lead.
And it's always terrific when Covington gets going down in the paint. I mean, this guy can score the ball from anywhere on the floor.
Pass to Nurkic. We come back right after this. Booker talks about the great intangibles of his young teammate, Josh Jackson.
Plays super hard. He does everything out there. His instincts are incredible. I've never seen anything like it. Just defensively and offensively, just knows where to be at the right time, gets his hands on a lot of loose balls.
A nice swing pairing for sure. Booker providing offense and Greg Jackson known for his defense.
And a young team hungry for improvement. Kevin, they're both looking to be a big part of that.
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnovers.
Has jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Favors is out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Rose. Then it's Josh Jackson, and it's Covington in its shooting guard. Dinwiddie passes to Adebayo. Lets it go with the 3. Dinwiddie's shot is off. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the 76ers. It's a 3-point game. Rose can't hit.
You know, the defense knew how to play at that time. Liked how they made their presence felt without committing the foul.
Winslow kicks to Dinwiddie. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Perfectly played defensively there. He made that a very difficult look.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Heat leading by 3. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Herter, Dedmon defending. Shot clock at 5. Good on the triple.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Now here's Rose. 6 points for him. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Winslow. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Heat have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. The 76ers trail by 7. Right side Rose. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. To the paint. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Boy, he really bungled that thing.
Covington finds Rose. Now Dedmon. Now here's Rose. He's got 6. Covington passes to Favors. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dedmon. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Miami leading by 7. Herter defended by Covington. Adebayo kicks to Dinwiddie. Lets it go from 14. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Heat lead by 9. Rose with the ball. And he drops it in from the low post. Rose has got 8.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Jackson against Winslow. Here's Dinwiddie. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Covington. Guarded closely. Outside Rose. It's tipped, and they get it back. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Clock is at 3. The second chance effort. Misses off the left iron.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Winslow kicks to Dinwiddie. Passes it to Green. And stolen by Dedmon. Now here's Rose. He's guarded closely. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Rose always been one of the best at getting to the line. The D has to avoid fouling in those situations.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Blue shot.
Free throw, good, Rose.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Ben Simmons comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Devin Booker in for Robert Covington. Both free throws good from Rose. The Heat leading by 5. The pass to Adebayo. Over Simmons. And again, it's the Heat missing. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Booker finds Embiid. Over Drummond. Embiid's shot is good. Embiid's got 10 points in the game.
Hey, Embiid is sensational at focusing in on what he's doing with his shot, even with tough defense. And in that case, only so much you can do.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 10. George with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. And Paul George, good for the 3. He's got 7.
He can certainly stroke it from deep. The three-pointer is not a shot that George is going to pass up.
Bounce pass from Rose. Simmons on the wing. He's got 5 from downtown. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut back down to 3 on the basket from Derrick Rose.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Now, here's Fox. Three-pointer. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Man, he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Fox against Rose. He kicks to Simmons. Simmons.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
The Heat have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Derek Favors checked in for Rose, and Robert Covington subbed in for Josh Jackson. The 76ers trail by 7. And Booker kicks to Simmons. To Booker. Out to the wing. 5 to shoot. Pass to Covington. This one for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Drummond's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And here's Richardson. 8 points for him. Outside, George over Simmons. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Second, Andre Drummond.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
The 76ers trail by 7. Now Simmons. He's got 7 for 3. Covington. It's Adebayo with the rebound. To the inside. Here's Richardson. Got a piece of it. Now here's Booker. It's Covington on the wing. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists tonight.
And that's really good use of the catch and shoot. Outstanding by Covington. He's a quick decision maker, and he usually makes his decision as the pass is being thrown to him as to what kind of shot he's going to get off. Boy, the high-flying acrobatics of George, something to behold. When he leaves the ground for these alley-oops, you drop your jaw in awe.
There's the feed to Booker, and stolen by Richardson. 7 feet away. Favors with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 6. Covington wide open. He fires. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, I like the first quarter he had. I mean, and I'm loving the second quarter even more. Playing with a lot of momentum right now.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
Nurkic checked in for Bam Adebayo. Then for the 76ers, Wayne Dedmon comes in for Derek Favors. And Josh Jackson subbed in for Robert Covington. Down low, here's Simmons. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
Well, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
George passes to Fox. It's Richardson on the wing. Inside, here's Drummond, and the rejection by Embiid. Booker against Fox. Booker finds Simmons. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Miami's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Jackson down low, defended by George. Fox against Simmons. Shoots over Fox. That misses off the backboard. The Heat with the lead. 1:56 left now here in the second. And it's George missing. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
.144 left to play here in the second quarter. Booker outside. 5 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot from deep. You can't get that one. And Miami the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. It's Richardson on the wing. Defended by Booker. Dedmon with the block. Jackson looking around. 104 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Simmons. Shoots over Fox. Misses off the right iron. Miami's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly.
And, you know, Kevin, that's what they want. An uncontested look from the perimeter. Sadly, they came up short on that possession.
Simmons dishes to Booker. Simmons against Fox. It's a floater, and it's sent back by Drummond. Jackson has the open look. The 76ers again can't hit it. Booker against Richardson, and George kicks to Richardson. Fox with it. 13 points in the game. Passes it to Nurkic. Over Dedmon. That misses off the backboard. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Heat out front, leading by just 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how does the defense you're playing impact your offense?
It just energizes us. We have an ignitable group, and that's how we play. So we have to continue to stay the course and try to keep them off the 2-point line as best as we can.
Yeah, those runouts get your guys going. Thanks a lot, Spo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now,
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. SRO, standing room only.
Ooh, nice.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet. For the Heat, they're facing a second half that will either put them on the brink of elimination or breathe new life into this series. One thing's for sure. They can't let this game get away and expect to have a decent chance to rebound from a 3-0 deficit. Kenny, let's start with you. What do you think about the Heat?
Efficiency, I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball. You can't make those risky passes that lead to highlight film dunks. So I thought it was a great job.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense was terrific. They made those defenders work very hard. I like what I saw from them for the most part.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back. American Airlines Arena, visible on the far right of your screen in that overhead shot of downtown Miami. And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this Game 3. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
And when the game is as important as this one, you expect to get a big performance from him. In that first half, he delivered.
And Greg, here in the second, the stakes are raised even higher. So he's going to have to continue to give them someone to lean on.
And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. Josh Richardson out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Paul George. And it's Adebayo in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. George, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now here's Simmons to the inside, and Simmons slams it in.
Boy, a bunch of strength on that slam from Simmons, punching it down and sending a real message in the process.
Drummond working against Embiid. Drummond passes to Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit on these kinds of looks and just plays right through the contact.
Fox with it, outguarded by Simmons. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That's on Ben Simmons. For Miami, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first free throw is good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Got that one up quick. That's 7 points for Josh Jackson.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Here's Adebayo. George up top. And they'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It goes on Devin Booker.
Yeah, it's really hard to to distract Paul George when he goes into a shot. I mean, even though the defense is there and made the obvious foul, doesn't seem to bother.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot, gentlemen.
And, you know, the versatile George does so many things well. High-octane player who I think gives you intensity at both ends of the court.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 13. Kicks it to Booker. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Embiid, no good.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Richardson up top. 10 points for him. George passes to Adebayo. The shot misses. Good D by Embiid. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. And the shot is long.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And there's the pass to Fox. Richardson with it. Now guarded by Booker. Richardson kicks to George. Over Favors. And that one's good. George has got 14 points.
This is one of George's main strengths, a phenomenal mid-range scorer.
Fox against Simmons. Shoots over Fox. Goes back up. Here's Embiid. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Number 1, Andre Drummond. Second, Joel Embiid.
Those two have been really aggressive in the paint so far this postseason. They provided the kind of rebounding you need in this atmosphere.
And he makes the first. No good on the second free throw. And so George will bring it up for the Miami Heat. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Drummond kicks to Adebayo. Here's Fox. Shot clock at 6. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. 2 on the clock.
Simmons is very skilled on defense. He just knows where to be and how to guard whoever he's on. Versatile is part of his defensive skill set, too.
13 feet away. There's Embiid. There's the dish to Favors. And the shot goes in. Favors got 6. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Fox. That ball is nice speed that time from George. 16 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Getting good positioning close to the basket.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And, Kevin, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Timeout called, the Heat. Nurkic checked in for the Heat. Philadelphia on D. They lead by 1. A nice shot by George. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Simmons finds Booker. High post, Embiid. Working on Nurkic, and the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. Nurkic against Embiid. 5 on the clock. Booker the pass to Embiid. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. The Heat have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Fox kicks to Richardson. Lobbed up there for Embiid. And stolen by Drummond. To the middle. Here's Richardson. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 5th assist in this one. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Miami.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
And the 76ers call time here.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Robert Covington comes in for Josh Jackson, and it's Rose in for Derek Favors.
Well, when you shoot it as good as Paul George shoots it, it's hard to stay down on his shot fake. It's really remarkable how he gets defenders to bite on it more times than not.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The throw good, Paul George. And he makes both free throws.
Gotta like the confidence. Such an important part of making shots. Nice seeing a big man knock down free throws.
Rose with the ball. George picks him up. Another miss by Philadelphia. Heat on offense. They're on a 13-5 run here. They double him with Simmons. Here's Nurkic. And the rejection by Embiid.
Solid read from Embiid there. Terrific at anticipating when that shot is coming.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively. Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And the first one drops. Good on both. The Heat leading by 3. And here is Fox. 16 points for him. Lobbed up there for Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 14 rebounds. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Happy. Now here's Simmons. 13 points in the game. Stolen by George. To the paint, here's Richardson. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. The 76ers trail by 7. Now Rose. He's got 15. Feeds it to Embiid. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Boy, the sheer size of Embiid often puts the defense in tough spots. He's a beast.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. the free throw drops for Embiid. And Embiid drops them both. Now, here's Fox. 16 points for him. He kicks to Drummond. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Nurkic. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Nurkic has got his second bucket of the night.
Guys, this doesn't look like the same team defensively we saw in the first half. I mean, they're flat as day-old pop.
That's to Covington. And here's Booker, defended by Drummond. No good from Booker. The Heat leading by 7. Pass to Richardson. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Boy, I like the activity of Drummond on the glass. I mean, he's so big and active. Excellent timing and hands, always pounding and grinding for offensive rebounds.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 13. Nurkic with the double team. On the wing, Booker. All sorts of time. Yep, that one goes. Booker's got his second basket of the game.
You know, one thing you got to love about Embiid is how unselfish he is. I mean, he's pretty good at spotting open teammates.
Richardson kicks to Fox. Richardson with it. He's got 14. The 11-footer. 11 feet away. George, no good.
Has to be disappointing seeing him miss that one, Kevin. I mean, the defense wasn't bad, but still, I think he needs to convert from there. You know, he's been off so far, Kevin, but there's still time. I mean, he just needs to settle it down, idle it down a little bit, and try to contribute as much as he can on the offense within himself.
No problem knocking that one down. And that's 19 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Man, I tell you what, when Fox is making threes, he's hard to guard. That's a part of his game he's got to continue to work on.
Timeout called the 76ers. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
Absolutely on fire. They need to regroup and figure out a way to slow his roll.
And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. 4th, Ben Simmons.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Cloak loose. Nurkic with the steal. And George now top of the key. George double teamed. Here's Drummond. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And, you know, Drummond has no problem playing through contact. He excels at using that strong body of his to fight through contact and finish.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 13. It's Drummond with the rebound. Inside. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists in the game. The 76ers trail by 14. Simmons finds Covington. Now Booker defended by Drummond. Drummond working against Simmons. Just 4 to shoot. For Philadelphia, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Ben Simmons. Two. And the first one drops. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Good on the second, so he makes them both. Heat leading by 12. Here's Dinwiddie. Dishes it to Nurkic. Bucket is good. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Outside, Simmons. 1:33 left to play in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Rose. Simmons trying to get open. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Herter, defended by Booker. Passes it to Dinwiddie. Now, here's Nurkic. He's covered by Rose. Nurkic in the post. Edmonds there. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Miami. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Kicks to Nurkic. He dishes it to Dinwiddie. Over Booker. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Covington with the bucket.
The three-point stroke of Robert Covington is really a thing of beauty. You can't let him get loose from the outside. He's dangerous.
Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Nurkic. Over Dedmon. Busts the T after the cagey pass there. Nurkic has got 8 points. And so it's the Miami Heat looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
I like the activity, guys. Active hands, active feet. They do not like it when we take it off the glass.
And obviously the approach Eric Spoelstra wants to see is that aggressive defensive approach and going after the offensive boards.
Yeah, and that persistence really pays off. When these guys are determined, that's when they are at their best.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Robert Covington. Favors is out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Jackson in at the 3. And now the 76ers on the break. Jackson's got the ball. Floats one up, and the layup is up and in. Jackson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the 76ers. Miami's on 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Dinwiddie kicks to Green. Winslow against Jackson. Pass to Dinwiddie. Knocks it loose. Fast break, Philadelphia. And here they go. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Jackson.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Herter, defended by Covington. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Green, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Dedmon's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Rose gets to Covington. Back to Rose. Back at 6. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
On the wing, Green. He's covered by Favors. Here's Dinwiddie. Back to Green. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Guys, a potent offense right now.
And you know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Miami leading by 3. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
And I love how his teammates have stepped up for him. He's struggling, but they're ramping it up, getting it done this quarter.
The Heat have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Herter defended by Covington. Miami no good on that time either.
I thought he had the space to shoot comfortably there, and disappointed that he missed it.
Covington kicks to Rose. And here's Covington to tie it up. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Clock at 6. Herter, he's covered by Favors, rebounded by Jackson, and the 76ers with possession. They've scored 10 straight, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Man, you got to love the intensity of Covington. I mean, he's a consistent shooter from beyond the arc, and he's a player that also isn't afraid to get dirty on the glass for rebounds. That's a nice combination, nice stroke, but still he'll do some dirty work too.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Here's Dinwiddie, who's covered by Rose. Now the feed to Green. That one falls, turning off Dinwiddie's feed. And the Heat lead by 4.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Sixers.
Rose takes to Covington. The rebound.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Favors, Green with the rebound. The Heat leading by 4. Herter defended by Covington. Pass to Green. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. But 3 out of bounds. Will be 76ers ball. And Miami going with a whole new group out there. Philadelphia also making some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Booker comes in for Jackson. And it's Ben Simmons in for Derrick Rose. Philadelphia with the ball. stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Pass to Embiid. Simmons against Fox, and Simmons kicks to Booker. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 8 now on the night.
How about this run they're in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
Now here's Richardson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Fox. Not enough on that one as it misses.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on. Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Rejected by Booker. And Fox gets it to go.
They are just killing on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
And here's Booker from the arc. It's good from long range. Booker's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Philadelphia. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 19-4 run right now. Contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
The Heat trail by 5. Fox passes to George. Tipped away. Just 5 on the clock. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. The 76ers leading by 5. And Simmons kicks to Booker. Back to Simmons. Good. A nice assist from Booker. 19 points for Ben Simmons.
Boy, what skill from Simmons. I mean, so adept at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
Nurkic finds George. They need this. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, they can't find anything. They're lost right now. Everything working against them.
Now, here's Richardson. Nurkic dishes to Fox. Bobbed up there for Drummond.
Fox really interested in making his teammates better, and he does it with his passing.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Kicks it to Embiid. He feeds it to Favors. 6 on the shot clock. They double him with Drummond. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the 76ers with some changes. Josh Jackson comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Rose in for Derek Favors. Rose passes to Booker. Over Richardson. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Richardson kicks to Fox. George against Jackson. 5 to shoot. From the stripe. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 13 with that last one. They grabbed their own miss. And that one's good. Simmons got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers.
What an incredible effort from Simmons, using his length extremely well when he's crashing the glass.
Nurkic kicks to Fox. There's the pass to Richardson. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Jackson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the inside. Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 9th assist in the game now. We've got 1:55 left in the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Nurkic against Embiid. Knocked loose and stolen by Simmons. Jackson up top, defended by Drummond. Jackson kicks to Simmons. Pass to Embiid. To the paint. 5 on the clock. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Miami called for the foul. Missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Here's Nurkic, and that one goes long. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. Not a lot of time left in this one for the Heat. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point. And Game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight, and an important win for the 76ers.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Ben Simmons.
And the sharing of the sugar, very impressive. I mean, he seemed to know exactly when to get the ball to his teammates.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Ben Simmons.
And I just love how assertive he's been at the offensive end tonight. That's really come across in his passing. He's been decisive, knowing just where to go with the ball and making some great feeds. The D hasn't been able to figure out what to do against this guy.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Here's Fox after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Nurkic dishes to Fox. Back to Nurkic. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Rose against Fox. Rose looking around. so it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
This victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek, congrats on the win tonight. What do you think was the ultimate factor?
Just playing defense. Our defense turned into offense, and it worked out for us tonight. We definitely don't want to be in that situation, but we just fall away back into the game.
Yeah, you hung in there and were able to come back and overcome the deficit. Thanks, Derek. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time